Go on.
I was up here on University, Maine University. I tried to get around to him. I had my siren on. He came, I ran in the back of him, and he said he moved. I'm waiting for him to go.
You were going on a call?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're on University or Maine?
I was going up here.
You're on University. You're on University.
Yeah, turn off Main Street, making a left on University.
Okay, so you're coming, from the Bradley. You're going eastbound. You're turning left onto University. Okay, and you're in the turn lane.
Yeah.
Okay, and tell me what happened again.
And after that, when I turned my turn, I had bumps. I hit him on the back, and I kept on going down, and right here, right around by Forest Hill. Where was it? Where you turn at?
No, don't ask me questions. Just tell me the figure.
I was going down here when I was past Forest Hill, and I got the War Memorial.
Okay.
University War Memorial. And he came up and said that's when I have bumped him in the back. Okay.
Okay.
And I said, okay, I'm on my way back. And I came back here. And
okay. Where was he at was he in front of you when you were making your turn? Was he making the turn also down here on Main Street University?
Close to the Main Street.
So you're behind him when you're making the turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you bump him in the butt?
I believe I bumped him in the butt.
Okay. So while you guys were making the turn, you bumped him?
Yeah.
Okay. And you had your lights and siren on?
I had my siren, and I took my lights off, but I had to hear my siren, and then I tried to go around.
When the accident happened, you had your lights and siren on, is that correct? Okay. All right. And so you just went around him then?
Right.
After you made the turn, you went around him?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's when I tried to go around, and that's when I bumped him.
Okay. All right. Did you call it in?
On the phone, I didn't try calling in. He had tried to call it in, and then that's when dispatch told me that something had happened. I came back here.
Good morning. Good. Tell me what happened here.
Fucking hit me and drove off.
Okay, that's all right. I realize you're probably a little pissed off here.
I mean, if it was me, I think the situation would be a little different.
Probably. Tell me from the very beginning where you were at and what occurred.
Came around.
First of all, what street were you on?
Main.
You're on Main, and you're right there by Avani's?
Before Avani. It was back a little further in the turn lane.
Okay. So you're in the turn lane on Main Street.
Yeah.
And you want to turn left
on University.
So you're in the turn lane. Were you stopped at the time?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're stopped, you're waiting on the light, you're in traffic, and then proceed from there.
I was probably 5 cars back, and all
from the intersection.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was 5 cars behind. They were getting ready to turn. The light had just turned red on University, so they start. I looked in my mirror and I see him just coming.
Did he have his emergency lights on?
No.
He didn't have his emergency lights on?
No.
Didn't have a siren on?
No. He turned the siren, or he turned the siren of the noises, right?
Right.
Yeah. He turned those on after he got hung up on me. We couldn't move.
So you're just sitting there, and he comes up behind you and hits you while you're stopped.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And then so you guys are connected. He's stopped now with you, right? Yeah. And no lights, no siren are on. Okay.
I put on my hazards.
Okay.
I get out, and he rolls down his window, and I'm just like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Because he was like kept trying to back up, and clearly we were tangled up. He wasn't going to be able to get off me.
Okay.
So I will go get in my truck and put her in.
Wait a minute, you skipped that part. You got out of your truck.
I got out of my truck as soon as it happened.
Okay. And you come back to his squad car.
And I go, because he kept trying to, his tires were just spinning. There's no way he was going to get off me. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? You're stuck. Okay. And then he turned on the sirens, the noises. As soon as I said that, that's when he turned.
You're standing at his car window.
Yes, in the turn lane.
Okay.
Okay. Then I told him I would go get in my truck and get off. So I put it in 4-wheel drive, pulled forward, it got off pretty.
So he hit your hitch, but he's hung up on your hitch.
Well, it got hit twice, so I don't know where it hit first.
Is that the gouge right there in his bumper? Is that where the hitch is at? Okay.
I mean,
okay.
Okay. So my hazards are still on. I get the next turn light.
So you put your truck in four-wheel drive and got off it.
Yeah.
And you guys are still sitting here in the turn lane, and you're about 5 car lengths back from the intersection, right?
After that, I figured the turn lane wasn't the safest spot to be. I figured he would follow me.
And he's still sitting behind you with his lights and siren on?
He didn't have the lights, just the sirens.
Okay.
Just the sirens.
Okay.
Just the noise shit.
Okay.
Okay. So my hazards are on. I make the turn. I'm going like 10, 15. I was going to make a very first right on the forward lane. Russell.
Yeah.
Russell.
Okay.
Okay. He went around me with the noise is still going. So I'm like, great. I went and got behind him, pulled around him at the light.
So he passes you after you guys make the turn. He passes you.
No lights are on, just the sirens.
Okay.
I went and pulled up next to him at the interstate. He was back in traffic. I was in the right-hand lane, and I finally got his attention. I was just like, what the fuck, man? Like, you fucking hit me and then you leave?
You're talking to him through the window?
Yeah.
Did you roll down his window?
Yeah, he rolled down his.
Okay.
And so...
What did he say?
He goes, I hit you or you hit me, is what he said. Okay.
Okay.
So then I go, follow me, I'm going to pull over. I speed up, get in front of him, put on my turn signal, get in the turn lane, he drove by. So that was when I was like, what the hell is going on? I called 911 because I was like, I'm going to end up getting screwed in this somehow. And I talked to one of the dispatchers. She said to wait here.
Okay.
So I waited here.
Okay.
I'm kind of worried about the crash.
So the bumper, it was not like this before the crash. The bumper was up level, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not really pulled down. It started spinning, but the receiver just tied into your frame.
Right.
And if the car was on top of it, it was like
Right. And this was jammed into his bumper?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Was he stopped in the turn lane when you first ran into him? In the back end of him?
Was it the police stop?
Yeah. Okay.
No, both were
Both were moving? Okay. Did you have your camera on? Is there a camera in that car?
No camera in it, no.
There's no camera in there? Okay.
My kids is on the race.
Okay. Because his story differs quite a bit from yours. And looking at the damage to the squad car, his bumper's all bent down, so you hit him with some decent force, it looked like. He said you didn't have any lights and siren on, and then after the crash, he got out of his truck and came back to you, and that's when you turned your siren on, and you were trying to back up and get off of his truck, and he got back in his truck.
No,
and
I was not on the truck. I mean, you see, if I was stuck up on it...
Well, see, it punctured the hole. I can see where it's torn away here a little bit. So, I mean, you hit him with some halfway decent force. I mean, we're not talking about a scratch here. It punctured the bumper. So the bumper's all pushed down now because the bumper was completely level. The thing is why you didn't stop, why you kept going on your call. I mean, you've been involved in an accident. He said he had to chase you up the street, and you didn't call it in, and you kept going.
Yeah, I tried to get to him and to talk to him and everything. And finally, when I got up here, floor, and that's he got loud and he rolled down his window. And then I tried to get his attention and try to point him back. I mean, he got mad and he kept on going.
Well, that's my question to you is.
I didn't keep him. I tried to talk to him. He got his car, and he kept on going at the light.
Okay.
And then that's when dispatch called me, and I came back.
That's my question: is that you've been involved in an accident? If you were trying to, you tell me now you're trying to, catch up to him and have a talk with him. But why you didn't call? You didn't call it out on the radio. You didn't say I've been involved in an accident or this guy's leaving. You didn't say anything about that on the radio. We don't. That's why when she called me, I said, "What are you talking about? I haven't heard anything on the air. There was nothing put out over the air that you've been involved in an accident or you're trying to catch this guy." I don't know about this. This guy, the way this guy, the civilian, is talking, we might have a little problem here.